Communities all over the world have been suffering because of the increase in frequency and severity of disasters following natural events, such as floods or earthquakes. There are several factors to this, but a big role is being played by the increasing complexity of the infrastructure networks and our poor understanding of it. Infrastructures, such as the electric power lines or the water distribution systems, or again, the transportation network, are vital for our society. We can think of them as the organs of the human body. Each performs its specific activity, but is not able to sustain life on its own. In order to live, the organism needs the interplay between the different elements. Take, for example, hospitals. Every hospital, in order to treat patients, would need a continuous and reliable supply of electric power and potable water. What happened in Haiti in 2010 was that after the tragic earthquake struck the island, there was a sanitation crisis because of the damage that had been done to the water distribution system. So in order to deal with this interconnected infrastructure, I borrowed tools from network science. It is a mathematical framework that was developed in order to understand the behavior of entities that are made up of many communicating elements. It can assess the importance of every element in the network and can actually give information about how the flow of services go through this giant network of networks. In particular, I am concerned with failure. I study how it originates in one part of the network and how it propagates through this interconnected infrastructure, and what infrastructure owners can do in order to mitigate this sort of issues. My research encompasses all the phases of the disaster management process. Before anything happens, it can help to identify which are the most sensitive and the most important nodes that need to be protected. In the immediate aftermath of an event, it can tell disaster relief organizations which will be the likely performance of the infrastructure network. During the recovery phase, it can help governments to allocate the scarce resources they have in order to achieve the most efficient reconstruction. And finally, far from any event, it can actually assess whether a particular development strategy will be increasing the vulnerability of our cities or will actually be helping our societies to achieve the resilience they need to face the danger of these natural hazards. Thank you.